Hey everyone, I'm Warren from GraphDev, the browser-based IDE purpose-built for GraphQL. In this video, I'll show you how to run basic queries, share that data with a colleague, and even use AI to generate queries for us. So let's get started. So if we head over to graphdev.app, the first thing we'll see is the query editor. And if we pop in the URL to a GraphQL API, we'll notice this indicator on the left will turn green, meaning that the endpoint was introspected. And that means that when we start typing out a query, we'll get type hints immediately. And I'll just go over and press send. And here's our response. If you do run into any cause issues, you can change the agent at the bottom to desktop. And what this will do is run the request through your local machine rather than the browser, and cause won't be a problem anymore. Once the request is saved, we can choose to share it, and this allows us to generate public or private links. Private can be password protected, but for now let's just go with public. This link could then be shared with anyone else. So if I go to an incognito browser and type it in, you can see that I have both the request and the response. Now this is perfect for things like bug reporting, because if you've ever been in a situation before where you run a query, it fails on your machine, so you raise the issue, and someone else goes and runs the same query, but it works for them, it's hard to find out what happened at a certain point in time, whereas now you have a complete snapshot of both the request and the response. So for attaching to things like Jira tickets or raising bugs, it's perfect. And if you've ever been in a situation when you're working with an unfamiliar API, rather than reading through endless docs, we can also talk to our schema. So what we do here is we load the introspection result into the AI so it can provide accurate results based on your specific schema. So for example, I can ask a question like, what queries are available? And then it will respond with a list of all available queries. So here, for example, I want to search for capsules. So I'll ask, how can I run a capsules query? The chat will then respond with an accurate query that we can paste into the query editor. I wanted to keep this short, so that's just a few features of what GraphDev has to offer. If you want to check out